Remember seeing Rydias' Mist Dragon back in Chapter 11 and saying, man, I need to capture one of those? Well, here's your chance. So what's up everybody, Jay here. Another tip for you this time, and as you've obviously already guessed, this one is for the Mist Dragon. Now the Mist Dragon actually shows up in Chapter 14, but if you play Chapter 14, you know you don't have your mirages. So this one actually happens during Chapter 15, but it is right after the chapter starts. So after the cutscene with Shulk, you're going to use the gate to go ahead and head back to Ninewoods. Now for the first part of this preparation, I will say don't pay attention to the party I use in this video. That is not a suggestion. Your best bet for the fight you're going to have, which is against 2 Mist Dragons, is to bring lots of wind damage. I brought lightning in one of the robot stacks, and it didn't work out for the best. It was actually a really long fight. And the big issue is that even if you can deal a decent amount of damage, the Mist Dragon can heal, and it heals like half of the damage you deal, so it lengthens out the fight way too much. So do what you can to bring wind damage. Valfer, your Sylph, items, anything else you can bring that's wind damage. Also, you need a Mirage with Flutter. Moogle, Eyeball, whatever you got, just make sure one of them has Flutter in your group. And the third thing is to make sure you have one of the high strength, high potency heal items. X Potion, Mega Potion, Elixir, any of those. This works the same way as the Phoenix fight. You need to heal a lot in one shot, and unfortunately if you are doing this right at Chapter 15, none of your healing spells are going to cover it. And also if you want, you can use multiple, like you can use 2 X Potions, 2 X Potions and an Elixir, whatever you want up to about 5 to increase your chances to capture the Mist Dragon. But I would actually suggest not to for this fight, because these things are so rare and so hard to come by. Wasting the potions and stuff just to capture the Mist Dragon, I think is kind of a waste. There's a save point right in front of this fight, so if you can't capture it really quick or you lose the Pristunity effect, you can easily just reset and try again. So once you have your party built up, go ahead and use the gate and head back to Mako Reactor 0. Once you're back here, just head down. When you're back inside Chapter 14, thankfully, the same way it worked in the story works here. You don't have to deal with any fights, so just keep heading down until you cross the area that had the boss battle and you get to the save point. I would suggest saving here just to make sure in case you have an issue capturing or you die against the Mist Dragon. So once you're done saving, just head down. You'll hit a flutter spot, and then just keep walking, you'll find the treasure chest, and inside that room right there is the battle with the Mist Dragon. Behind the Mist Dragon is 2 treasure chests. You can walk around and go get them now if you want to. They're in a cult magazine and a girl's diary. You can either get them now or after the fight, that's up to you. But once you're ready, walk up to them and start the fight. Now, instead of trying to kill one and then focus on capturing one, I would say capture one right away. So on your very first turn, use your X Potion or whatever else you brought with you. From there, every turn you can, just try to capture him. I will say I caught mine in one shot, so here's hoping that your guys' luck is exactly the same. So once you've got him captured, it's time to battle the other one. And hopefully you took my suggestion and brought a ton of wind damage. So he will cast a regen on himself. If you have Dispel, you can actually dispel it off of him to help keep the fight going at a steady pace. But past that, there's not really much else to help this fight. He's got over 11,000 health, and the only thing he's weak to is wind, and he's resistant to water. So it's hit him with wind spells and punch him in the face if you don't have the AP. And there you go. Once you beat him, you got yourself a Mist Dragon. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, leave a like, maybe subscribe. I'm going to have more tips, more Let's Plays, gameplay footage, anything else I decide to put up here. Thoughts about some certain games getting ready to come up here pretty soon. Final Fantasy 15. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Later.